Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. I got a concept from my old man. Okay, this is an honor of my old man. He gave me philosophy. A little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. Let's talk about it. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always the message in my stories about life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get it together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise, follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to might not be true. All right, P4 philosophy on the life lesson I learned from old man is a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. Let's talk about it. I have a hustler's mentality. I know that if I can get a little bit of something, I can survive daily by putting in that work and getting whatever I could and what I can. I call it the cheese. The customers was the cheese, okay? I had to get that cheese, okay? The cops was the rat. I mean, the mice trying to keep me from, the cat trying to keep me from getting that cheese. So it was an ongoing game with me. That was my mentality. So it was me against Tom and Jerry. It was me against Tom. All right. But I had that hustle mentality. So I know if I could just get a little bit and get away today, I'll be back to fight another day. That's how I survived in the hustle game. Okay, that's street mentality. So let me see if I can up it a little bit. So, but if you didn't have a game plan in life, then your plan is to fail in life. A lot of nothing ends up with nothing. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't getting nothing. If you ain't about nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing. If you don't want nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing. So those are the things that you control. So again, the onus is always on you. It's cause and effect. You reap what you sow. What you put out is what you get back. If you putting out nothing, you ain't getting nothing. You put out a little bit, you get a little bit back. But it's all based on what you putting out. So the cause effect is what you put out, what you're gonna get back. And cause I do a little bit of self-improvement, and I have been daily, I get a lot of self-knowledge. Because I'm improving myself daily by getting knowledge that will help me be a better me, aka self-knowledge that I can use and benefit from. If you do, you, aka you doing nothing. I serve my higher self. To better yourself, you will have to do a little bit of something. Again, it ain't a lot, but a little bit is better than a lot of nothing. If you ain't putting a little bit of something in, you're doing a whole lot of nothing. And that gets you nothing. So again, self-knowledge, obtaining it, meaning you putting in the work and you have to study. Yeah, you have to learn, you have to practice. So self-knowledge, when practiced and learned and implemented daily, That's what we consider a little bit of something. And what you get from that in the long run, you end up with a whole lot of something. Knowledge of self. That's the something that you want a lot of. But you got to get it little by little. You know, no, you ain't got to do it at one time. Okay? Everything in time. So I know I have to improve myself when daily. What I did yesterday ain't got a damn thing to do with today. If it worked yesterday, that's what I'm going to do today. If it didn't work yesterday, I won't be implying that concept, that philosophy today. I only do what works continuously. That's how you get a little something, a little bit of something there every day. All right? So to be your best self in life, that's how I live. And it's been working. I taught my kids the same thing, different philosophy, but the same concept. It works for them, fine. My son said, Dad, the right thinking thing is cool, but I'm still doing fine with what you gave me. Couldn't be no better. Couldn't get no better. Okay, let me give my book, but you don't need this. See, everybody don't need what I'm giving. If you already got the stuff I'm giving, then yeah, you got yours already. I ain't messing with you. I'm good. You good. You ain't had a problem. I'm trying to get the ones who don't, the ones who need it. That's right. Okay. So if you learn a little bit about yourself when daily, if you make that personal, then you will be the one who's going to benefit in the long run. Why? Because a little bit of something, and after a while, that little bit of something turns into a whole lot of something. You didn't even pay attention. That's how it's done. It's a gradual thing. Look up, you got a whole lot of something. What? Knowledge of self, information that you can use. And it all started with what? Just a little bit of something. Like 50 said, all I need is a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay? So a little bit of something goes a long way when daily. If you're getting a little bit of something daily, you're doing all right. Okay, that's a hustle mentality, but I use it in life. It's the same thing. Instead of getting customers and selling drugs, I'm getting viewers and I'm giving life lessons. Same philosophy. Okay, I know a whole lot of nothing is what you get from a lot of little nothing. Again, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Okay? If you ain't putting in, you can't expect something out. Again, if I learn a philosophy that works for me once I practice it, I will use it when daily. I'ma wear it out. Okay, why? To better myself. If that's what's gonna make me better, I'm going to wear it out. Trust me. Yeah. Okay. When I found out I serve God, He blessed me. I've been serving Him ever since. Wearing it out every day. He don't give a, He don't care. I love that. Why? I continue to do this every day. And for those who are egotistical, aka ignorant, if you practice serving yourself daily all your life, at the end, you got no kick coming. Why? You gonna have a whole lot of nothing. You got nothing. You didn't do nothing. Oh, hey, everything you did was you got that while you did it. So you got no kick coming when you serving yourself. That's the concept. I took that idea and flipped it. I'm gonna serve God a little something every day. Get the concept now. It ain't about drugs. It's about doing. It's about what you putting forth, the effort that you put in. My goal, if your goal in life is to gain fame, fortune, stuff, that's a lot of nothing. Why? It's going to lead to, that's little nothing, but it's going to lead to a lot of nothing. Why? It ain't going to do nothing for you. That's why at Judgment Day, having self-knowledge, knowing thyself, purified heart, good person, integrity, on point, discernment, functioning on all points, you doing things you need to do, you good to go. Those things ain't in order, don't make a difference what you got, how much you got. You ain't going nowhere. You be right back here again. Okay? The goal is to what? Stop the cycle of reincarnating. You do that by getting knowledge of self. You do that by becoming God conscious. You do that being your best self so that you purify one's heart by what? Living right. I got no hatred. I got no animosity, no ill will toward nobody. So my heart is light. My heart is pure. I speak from the heart. So again, a whole lot of money, whole lot of fans, a big nice house, fancy cars. At Judgment Day, That's a whole lot of nothing. See where I'm going with this? But and when you was getting it and while you got it, it was a whole lot of something, right? A little bit, yeah, you got, yeah. But it still mounted up to nothing. Self-knowledge, righteous living, virtuous living, having your integrity put on display. That carries weight at what? Judgment Day. Heart is light. Heart is pure. What? You did and you was a good person. That's what they're judging you by. Not how much stuff you got. How much stuff you accumulated. How famous you are. And we tend to not think about that until what? Until it comes. Which is no. We teach our young that. We give them that and let them run with that ball. Okay, the truth. I call it the truth ball. Give them the truth and let them run. They're going to run anyway. They're born to run. Young people, that's what they do. They run. We slow walk when we get old. Yeah, but if you didn't learn nothing while you're running, you still gonna try to run it when you get old. Not realize you got to slow walk now. We ain't running nowhere now. I don't run nothing. Moving on. I get there when I get there. All right. I'm like Uncle Joe. I move kind of slow, but I'm moving. All right. But when you go away, excuse me, a whole lot of money, fame, nice house, okay. At the end, those things will what? Go away. But your self-knowledge, your righteous living, your integrity, your self-mastery, your knowledge of self will stay. And that's how your heart is lightened. And now, by doing good deeds, offering selfless service, doing what you need for helping others, and make your heart light. Now, you will what? Pass on the afterlife, onto the afterlife, because how you live in this life. That's what you're going to be judged by. Again, not how much money, how much fame and fortune, but how good a person you was. How much did you serve and respect God, your higher self. I try to this day, right now, still to learn a little bit about myself every day, still. In time, I will learn what? To master myself. And that's the way to go. As you get older, you should have self-mastery. So the older I get, the more mastery I have over myself. So I would do the right thing to continue to take me into old age. Being old and living wrong, you won't get much older. Okay, so understand that. A little bit of self-improvement every day to be my best self is my way of life. I made that personal. I do it every day. Ain't no days off. Ain't no no. That's the way of life. When you do that, that's called living right. Holding yourself accountable to do stuff that don't care if you like it or don't like it. No, hold yourself accountable to do it. Get it done. I want to know all I can about me. When I start reading that Zodiac, man, it's like they had an open book. How the hell they know this? They know me. So I freak out. And I studied my Zodiac sign for that reason. And it helped me to know me. The stuff that I didn't really know about me, they laid it out for me. I get it. I see, said the blind man. All right. But if you don't know you, or you don't know why you do what it is you do, who does get self-knowledge? So you'll know everything about you. Your Zodiac sign is a good help for that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The stuff that you don't know about you, you wonder, why am I like that? My Zodiac cleared up all that for me. All my doubts about questioning me, man, I got all the answers. Trust me. Self-knowledge. Again, wanting to know about my character, wanting to know my personality. Why am I the way I am? I'm a Capricorn. Okay? So when you obtain self-knowledge and you learn it, you apply it, and you understand what your weaknesses, and you work on them to strengthen them. That's self-improvement. That's what you do. Find out what you're not good at, and you better get better at that so that it won't no longer be a weakness to your personality. I know learning a little bit about myself daily will lead to what? Me having a lot of knowledge about myself, but in the end. I'm still learning. That's what I'm saying. I'm not done. I'm still learning. But you know yourself? Yeah, I do. But I want to know everything about myself, not just thyself. I want to know every nook and cranny, every reason why I think and feel the way I do. That's knowing thyself. Okay, and that's why I've been studying, and I'll continue to do that. And by practicing and learning what I'm learning, what? Self-knowledge, Practice it when? Daily. And that's what's taking a little bit every day, something, what, making myself better by improving on my weaknesses, strengthening the things that I'm not particularly good at that I feel about myself. Self-improvement. Well, you ain't gonna just work on that. I took a vow not to complain and bitch about what's going on. I haven't opened my mouth yet. I took a vow not to give advice that's unsolicited. I ain't said a word to nobody since. So I'm better than me. Why? I'm better for that. I ain't got to worry about giving advice that nobody taking. If I don't give it, don't worry about it. I also practice not expecting things from people. That's a big one. I learned that a little while ago. But when you learn not to have expectations on people, not to judge people, you'll be a better person. That makes you a better person. Ain't got nothing to do with them. You're the one trying to better yourself. These are things that you need to be doing. Why? To prove that you are bettering yourself by holding yourself accountable, by doing the right thing. What? Daily. So, and my zodiac sign, which gave me a little bit of self-information that tells me a little bit more about myself, my true self. I love that. I'm freaks out. Why? Man, that answers a whole lot of questions. Simple. All right. But all my inner qualities that makes me who I am, I never knew why I was that way. But now I know it's my zodiac sign. That's what my Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Everything they say about Capricorn, you want to know me? Look at my zodiac sign, but they don't miss a beat. I'm definitely a Capricorn. Okay, I just did the lesson. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on my zodiac sign. I'm a Capricorn. Damn it. All right. It's gonna be my man Eddie Murphy. I'm Gumby, damn it. Okay, respect me. Respect my gangster. All right, your zodiac sign. Okay, give you a little bit of information. But all my inequalities, they explained to me and I broke down. I learned and I still practice studying something about myself every day. That's only because I want to be better and I make that a way of life. If I did something yesterday that I ain't think too good about after reflecting, I'm like, I won't do that again. Why? Then some things you feel good about, how you handle it. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I like how I handled that. Why? When it work out, when everybody's on both sides, both parties are equally satisfied with the situation, I like those kind of situations. That's a win-win. I win, you win. That's a win-win. Okay. In life, I like the win-win. Okay. That means you get something and I get something. It's really called reciprocity, where one gives, other receive, other give, and other receive. That's how you continue to think, keep things going. Friendship, relationships, businesses, same thing. It works in all occasions. All right? You can flip it any way you want. All right, here we go. Self-knowledge. Again, which is the best knowledge? That's the knowledge that you're going to need when? At Judgment Day. So everything that you acquire outside yourself, yeah, that's all fodder. That's all window dressing. But you need to acquire self-knowledge. Why? Because that takes self-effort. On what? On your part. And a little bit daily is the right way to go. Why? Because it keeps mounting up. And over a period of time, you get good at it. That little bit becomes a lot. Okay? A little bit of something ends up in a little bit of something ends up in a whole lot of something. A little bit of nothing ends up in a whole lot of nothing. Let me wrap it up for you again. I appreciate you tuning in. Now, I have a whole lot of self-knowledge. I got so much that I give it to you every day. And I ain't missing the beat. Well, I'm using it. I'm practicing it. I can give it to you. Why? I'm using it myself. That's why. That's how God operates. He don't lose nothing. He don't gain nothing. He just do what he do. So I'm doing what I do to help you become your best self. Why? I'm doing it for myself. I'm practicing what I'm teaching. Moving on. Wrapping it up again. Now I have a whole lot of self-knowledge. And I know thyself. So I can help somebody else by giving it to them. If they're practicing, they know themselves too. That's my mission. That's my goal. That's the right thing. I hope you enjoyed it. But again, in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I know that my right thinkers who know now a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. Who passed away. Hope you enjoyed the lesson.